Okay, folks.
What did we do this week?
We had Valentine's Day. This is a little bit late because Valentine's Day was last week, but we had a beautiful Valentine's Day.
Where did I take you?
Yeah, we went to Santa Cruz.
To a resort.
Which is this really cute little town on the coast in California.
Hippie town.
Yeah. And we had we stayed at this really nice resort. We just had a little getaway. Sometimes you just need to get out, you know. Oh, hello. Okay. You guys, we're taking you along on a little trip with us today. It's Valentine's Day.
A resort trip.
We're going to Santa Cruz. So,
Oh, baby.
come along for our little trip.
Come along for the ride.
Good things going on. We had a little Valentine's Day breakfast. Okay, Lige.
That's a photo.
Give us the update. Where are we?
Let me hold
Take control, please.
Well, guys, I bought new pants. Show 'em my pants.
Elijah got new pants.
I got new pants.
Yeah, baby. Tell them what we're doing.
And we're on a walk.
We're at a place called Wilder Ranch State Park. And it's really beautiful here.
Yeah, and I forgot my sunglasses.
I can.
Our honeymoon shades.
We've just been reminiscing on.
What were we talking about? We were talking about cenotes in Cancun and Tulum. Because where we stayed for our honeymoon, we were in Cancun.
I think this is the first trip we've taken since our honeymoon.
Yeah, together.
Besides going to see my family.
We need to do these more often.
Yeah.
Well, I'm building a overland Toyota Tacoma so we can take you camping and stuff. So
We'll take you guys on more trips.
yeah, but you guys can check this out.
Well, that's
a wrap.
That's a wrap. Bye, beach. Lige always sits like this.
I know, I'm gonna go grab my beer.
Okay. We'd love to do a little chat along with that little vlog that we have for you guys.
What does vlog mean? What is a vlog?
Take you with us. Like a vlog is like a blog, but it's a video.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Today, we're talking about a very hot topic.
Sex.
You always do that. We're talking about
Money.
what does it look like to build trust in marriage?
Ooh.
Because you don't just get married and then boom, all the trust you need is there for the rest of your life. And is it gonna be like things happen and you lose trust? And is trust just gone, or can you earn trust back? Can you gain trust? Yeah, you can. I think you can.
Me too.
Do you want to share?
I'm gonna make a face. Can you do it where you're using
Today, do you want to take it away? Take it away, Elijah.
I don't know where to go.
We're talking about trust. What does it look like to build trust in a marriage? How do you build trust? Don't move it. How do you build trust in a marriage? What has it looked like for us?
Being honest and telling the truth.
Something that I've noticed builds trust is when we just communicate throughout the day. Oh, I'm not gonna be home till this time. I'm doing this. Just those little things build trust. Or, hey, I'm gonna buy this thing. Even if it's something like I wouldn't even care if he bought.
Like $20. No, I won't tell you if I'm saying it $20.
But
like $800.
Yeah, I mean even less than that, you ask me.
Yeah.
But those little things build trust because you're like.
But at first you didn't care.
No, I don't even care. I mean, when have I cared?
Today.
Because I was like, I don't know where any of this. That's a whole other side of conversation.
Yeah.
But those little things like built trust. What is something that has taken away trust?
Do they want a real life what happened last week's story?
Yeah, I don't even think I know the full story.
Me neither, but it happened.
You know the full story.
I know, but I wish I didn't.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is what happened. Everyone knows I was off soda, right?
How's it felt to quit sugar over Christmas break?
Horrible.
How are you feeling today?
Like, sick.
If you've watched the past videos, if you haven't, go watch the last videos. You're going to love them. I'm in them, so they're great. Flame. And, what happened? Oh, I wasn't drinking any soda, cutting sugar, whatever. Well, I have this weird thing where I just randomly order DoorDash when I get home from work.
Yeah.
And she is linked to my email, so every time I order DoorDash, she gets the email saying that I ordered DoorDash. And I want it to be funny. I'm seriously claiming I want it to be funny because I did. But it did look suspicious when I tried to switch the email on my DoorDash
First off,
account.
let's just take a moment. When I tried to switch my email.
I successfully did. But I agree that did look suspicious. But I had good intentions behind it because I ordered a Subway sandwich and a Coke, and I hid it from her.
He hid the Coke from me. Like, what the heck? That's so weird. Not that it's so weird, but I was like, if you're hiding a Coke, like, and I get that, like, there's been things where you're like, this is so dumb, but I just want to hide it. Like, I feel so dumb about it that...
Honestly, well, first off, I drank soda a little bit before that, so she knew I had soda.
Had a few.
But I was seriously, I was trying to be funny.
So what happened? So that day happens, and I had been kind of getting a little bit irritated with the DoorDash situation just because I would come home and I'd like have an idea for dinner or think that Lije's gonna be hungry or whatever, and I'd be like, hey, are you hungry? Do you want this for dinner? And he'd be like, no, I'm really not hungry. And I would just be like, what'd you eat? Like, did you have dinner? And he'd be like, yeah, I got DoorDash. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, but it was just happening so often. And first of all, like, DoorDash is like a here and there thing. It's not an everyday thing. That thing is like, you get charged way more than you should because you're paying for whatever
but
delivery.
I have the Dash Pass, so it doesn't even matter.
Anywho, okay, it's just like you don't need to be ordering a bunch of food when you grocery shop so much. So I was more so getting like irritated about that aspect of it, not even the soda aspect. I was just like, hey, like, I'm planning dinners, and when you order dinner, then I just make dinner for myself or whatever. Anyway, so I came home and it was kind of like, stop ordering DoorDash. But I didn't care that much.
Well, no, when he came home, I pretended to hide the Coke from you.
Yeah, and so whatever.
But, yeah, I was being funny.
It was just one of those things. But when I came in that day, after I'm sitting at work and I see the email pop up on my phone after I had that little confrontation with Lije about ordering DoorDash, and it says, "Thanks for confirming your new email address." And I was like, this son of a gun. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, I'm not going to say anything till I get home. I get home. I'm literally talking to
I was expecting a text right when
I'm literally talking to my friend and sister on the phone outside the car, game plan before I come inside. They're like, record it. I'm like, what do I do?
TikTok famous.
No. So I come in and I'm like, are you hungry? No. I'm like, how was your DoorDash? He's like, how'd you know? Is what he said. I'm like, oh my gosh. But anyway, that was weeks ago. That happened.
Weeks.
But it's like that little seed of I do. I'm like,
now I hate you.
No, but I'm like, if you're willing to lie about that little thing,
uh-oh.
What was the big deal? I don't get it. So, okay, now back to how that has come to unfold this past week. What happened this past week? How is DoorDash connected to it? Okay, so how did you realize that trust was lost, and how did you come up with a game plan to rebuild trust?
Well, I realized when trust was lost when I could feel it.
Oh, you felt it?
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel that?
It got brought to my attention by someone else.
Oh, I see.
And I realized that it wasn't cool.
Yeah.
And so I apologized to you.
Yeah.
Right away. And then
I actually want to brag on you, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because Lije actually didn't tell me right away that it had been brought to his attention by somebody. Lije just texted me in the middle of the day at work or that morning and was like, hey, can I please take you out to dinner tonight? And I already had plans, so I was like, actually I have plans with so-and-so. He was like, oh man, I hope those fall through. And I was like, what is the deal? Lije hasn't, and if you've watched previous videos, you've even heard me say Lije, I just need you to be intentional with spending time with me. I want to feel pursued by you. So I was feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel like Lije's pursuing time with me. This feels really special, but dang it, I already have plans. And Lije, whatever, I see him later in the day and he's like, well, can we do dinner? I would love to do dinner. Long story short, he ends up calling the friend that I had plans with to find a time that her and I could meet at a different time so he could take me out to dinner that night. Which just was wow, okay, you really went out of your way for some reason. Dinner tonight's really important. And Lije all night was just he just kept saying things that I was like, something is happening in his heart. It wasn't just I want to make you feel better. It was something is shifting in my heart and I'm realizing what's going on. Because Lije just kept saying I want to be a really good husband. I want to be the best husband for you, and I want to do a really good job, and I just want to have intentional time with you, and all these things where I was like, wow, that's really sweet, and where did this come from all of a sudden? Until later in the evening when has apologized for this moment that happened, and I realized and how even just promising this isn't gonna happen again. And I can say just on the other side of this, and it's only been a couple days, but I have felt so much intentionality of him building trust again and being that husband that he wants to be, that I feel so confident in you.
Yeah, and I think part of me wanting to apologize was not even that it was a big thing. It wasn't a big thing at all. But I wanted you to know that, hey, even the small things, even the little lies that I did, or the oh, I hope you don't find out, or those kind of things, that those don't happen, you know, because I just know from past when my parents would do that, it didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
So, and in past relationships that I know, it didn't work out so well, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, hey, I hear you. I see what I did. Here's what I'm going to do to fix it. That's never going to happen again.
And that same day, still, I hadn't known what was going on. He texted me and he was like, can I get DoorDash? And I was like, oh, he hasn't texted me about DoorDash in ever. So I was like, oh, like I already see him choosing to be really intentional about rebuilding that trust, even though it was so small.
Yeah, make it small. I mean, it doesn't, yeah.
It was so small, but it felt like, oh, you're not being sneaky. You're being, all the cards are on the table. I'm being really honest with you. So.
Yeah, that's it.
I love my Elijah.
I love you.
That's how we're doing trust in this relationship. All right, over and out. Okay, before we go, if you don't want to miss a single video that we post, just make sure to subscribe to our channel.
And hit that dinger bell for post notifications.
Ooh.
And shoot us a comment down below, ladies and gentlemen.
Send us any questions you might have. All right, till next time, you guys.
See you guys.